The morning rays broke through the clouds, making the dew on the grass glisten. In the town market, in the house behind Curio's vegetable stall, he slumbered deeply in his bed. Morning birds calling awoke him from his sleep. He placed his hand on his head and moaned. "God, my head hurts," he said. He got up from his bed and went to his kitchen sink, grabbing a glass and poured water into it, then proceeded to gulp it all down. He returned the glass to its place on the kitchen counter. Curio looked at his bed. "He must have carried me back to here. I should thank him next time I see him," he commented. Curio stretched and went to get his stall ready to be opened, as he could already start hearing the bustling of stalls beginning to be opened. The power of the wind made Francisco's hair flow behind him. He was heading towards the new lands to take a walk in the land that had not yet to be fully explored. His dragon steed neighed as it enjoyed stretching its wings from the stiffness of waking up from its morning slumber. He patted the mane on the back of his dragon steed's neck. "Beautiful morning, isn't it, Jules?" he asked her. Jules neighed in response. He flew downward and landed gently at a forest edge. He walked along the edge of the forest and came upon a set of animal tracks. They were the fox footprints when he made a closer inspection. "Well, girl, should we follow these tracks and see where they take us?" he commented. Jules neighed. He walked beside the tracks as to not mess them up, Jules following close behind. He gently pushed a bush aside as he walked, making sure not to make too much ruckus. Before long, he came upon a burrow. Because of the noise he had made, a head popped out to inspect the noise. He held up a hand telling Jules to freeze. She froze in a comical way that made him chuckle, causing the fox to retreat into the burrow. "Well, that was fun," he said, while still laughing. Jules nudged him and he patted her on the nose as he looked around the area. Jules suddenly neighed. "What is it, girl? Something in the area besides the fox?" he asked. Jules led the way as she followed whatever noise she had heard. He pushed branches out of the way as he followed her, beginning to hear something himself. When he pushed his way through a bush, he came upon a clearing that had all but grass in it, and in the middle stood the kingdom's playwright, William. Francisco walked up to the man, who was tearing up paper in frustration. "No, that won't do either! Curses, this place was supposed to inspire a story." William stomped his feet in frustration and sat in the chair that he had sitting in the clearing, taking a heavy sigh. "Why, good Sir William, what brings you here?" Francisco asked. William turned to face Francisco as he spoke. "I came here to be inspired. Ever since my dear flower named Juliet left us, I haven't had a wink of motivation to put my quill to paper," he sighed sadly. "A truly tragic thing indeed," Francisco comments. William began to pick up his scattered remains of paper when he turned to Francisco once more. "How about you? Would you care to be my next star to cause a riveting amount of emotions to burst on a piece of artwork?" William said dramatically. "Good sir, I have no story to offer you for such things to happen," Francisco replies. William put his hand under his chin in a wistful manner. "Ah, but that is where you are wrong there, young Francisco. If one were to pay attention, a beautiful love would be revealed that is as clear as the sky without clouds," William said in a theatrical manner. Francisco raised an eyebrow. "And what possible love would that be, good sir? I do not see what you see. Please show me the world in which your eyes view," he said questioningly. William smiled. "Do you play innocent, or can you really not see the love that stands right before your very eyes?" William asked indulgently. "I do not jest with you. Besides, I am still trying to move on from a love that could never have been. No such fire can I see burning in my heart," Francisco answered. William stood up and made a dramatic movement. "The broody man steals your thoughts and gaze, of course. It is quite the love, I might say," William said. Francisco had to hold his sides from laughing so much. Curio? That is love that could never be. An interesting drinking partner, but no lover of mine, Francisco says laughingly. William smirked. And yet you have doubtfully shared the same bed with him. Plus, I see the way you look at him and tease him endlessly. I can see in your heart that you wish to hold him in your arms and share your life with him, William answered coyly. Francisco stopped laughing and stood straight seriously. How do you know of us sleeping together? It was over half a year ago and no one saw us, Francisco said seriously. Gossip is a very powerful thing, and when a lady's man such as yourself is near, women will follow you and wish to comfort you in your time of grief, William answered. Francisco put a hand to his face and groaned. Oh, I hope this doesn't spread. This could hurt his business, and he is trying to make a life for himself and not involve himself in a scandalous tryst, Francisco said with a sigh. Francisco sat on the ground and covered his face. Oh, how will he react when word reaches him? Word spreads like wildfire, uncontrollable and unstoppable, Francisco commented on sadly. William sat back down in his chair. No worries, child. I asked the darling ladies and all that knew to not speak no more of it. They promised to have no harm come to that of your reputations, William reassured him. Francisco sighed in relief. Thank you, William. You are a godsend, Francisco replied. True. But in your ramble, did you notice something? William asked. Francisco looked at him questioningly. Why in all your talk you only worried for him, and not even once for your own sake of reputation? Now do you believe the fire that smolders in your heart to be true? William asked dramatically. Francisco let out a sigh and ran his fingers through his hair. I admit when we are drinking I have the urge to caress him, but it is simply pent-up energy that must be used, Francisco commented. William gave a playful look. Something tells me you will soon think differently. Next time you see him, or have a drink with him as you do, why not observe him more and see if your heart is set aflutter? When one is in love, everything that the other party does only blows wind on the embers of the heart, William said. I am sure you are mistaken. Now, if you'll excuse me, good sir, I will leave you to your writing and continue on my walk. Come along, Jules, Francisco said to his dragon steed. William waved him goodbye as Francisco started to walk away. Take good care of the fire in your heart. See that you don't let it be smothered out, William whispers. Francisco waved as he walked in response, never turning back to look at the playwright who knew his story had just only begun.